in the quiet, in the quiet, in the quiet, I know you are there.
So I moved to San Francisco in 1995 I came here to study for my master's. And in those days, I was living in Boston and New York, and there were a couple of Show family members, in those places. So once in a while, I would go to Arvind Yasho's house or Mano Nalani's place, and then just to visit, or sometimes they would host Trayambagams on Sundays. So and then in 1999, I moved to San Francisco on the West Coast, and those days there were no Shaw family members out here. It was just me. So in those days, Trayambagam, Trishati, everything was a one-person affair. I would, host the sessions by myself for myself, make my own prasadam, eat my own prasadam, like that. And then in 2001, Swamiji came to San Francisco to conduct Felix and my wedding. And that, we all have our own special stories and moments, that are highlights in our lives with Swamiji. And for me, that's definitely the biggest, because even though I've known Swamiji since I was 5 years old, there was always in the context of, KL Shah family, which is very large. And so always lots of people around. But this time, when he came to San Francisco, he stayed with us. We had him all to ourselves, for 1 week. My parents were here. My sister was here. And so he stayed with us in our small two-bedroom apartment. And we were all just together, for a whole week. And so, in that time, so many memories with him. I remember he was already quite unwell at that time. But, Swamiji, he still, wanted to go on drives. So there were two places that he particularly liked and wanted to kept wanting to go back to. One was the Transamerica building, and in those days it was the tallest building in San Francisco. It's built in the shape of a pyramid, so he wanted to drive to the base of the pyramid and then drive around it. So we did that a few times. And then the other place he really wanted to go was across the Golden Gate Bridge to the other side of the San Francisco Bay from the city of San Francisco. So we did that a few times. And then we would come back home. And then, of course, Swamiji, loves to watch movies. So, and in those days, we were still watching movies from VHS tapes. And so we, had the movie Gandhi, on an infinite loop. We'd watch it over and over and over again, and Swamiji would give us his commentary. And then the other movie that he really liked watching was this movie called JFK, which was about the conspiracy behind the assassination of John F. Kennedy. So I don't know why, but he really liked to watch that movie also. And then I also remember how, in the mornings, he loved to eat this one particular brand of cereal by Post, and he would pile it high into his bowl, and then he would drizzle honey all over it, and then add milk and tell us how milk and honey is, it's the way to eat cereals. Anyway, so he, came, I think it was a Monday or Tuesday, and the wedding was on Friday. And then so for the wedding, we'd invited all the Shiva family members in the US. And so, the many Shiva family members that didn't even know were here in the US, had never met before. So that was a wonderful opportunity, to meet all of them. Diana and Bruce from Hawaii had come. And then Shobha and Shankar from Texas, and then the Tanabal Singhams came from New Jersey, and then Natarajan, whom I didn't even know lived here in Northern California, also came. So anyway, it was a nice opportunity to meet a lot of Shua family members who actually were already here. And then between 2001 and 2005, my connection with Swamiji and Shua family really was when I went home to KL, or we went on Coimbatore, or we'd go on yatras, I joined the Kashi Yatra, which was amazing. And then after Swamiji left his body, after 2005, somehow more and more people started to move to California, So at one point, Tina and Deepan were here, then Shobha and Shankar moved here, and now Udit is here. And so we have, and then others, used to sort of were here and, now and again. So then we all used to get together for Swamiji's birthday or Swamiji's Mahasamadhi. One of us would host, and that was just really so nice to be able to, when we didn't travel to Coimbatore for Swamiji's Samadhi or travel to other centers, to be able to have that here amongst ourselves. So, and then I'd say, for the most part, when you live abroad, or not at a active Shiva family center, your reality and your connection to Swamiji and Shiva family really, I think, is is to find Swamiji within yourself. It's a lot more. That's kind of your bigger reality, is that Swamiji is actually within our hearts, and that's where we go to find him. So, Hari Om.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். சிங்கப்பூரில் என்னை நாச்சு என்று அழைப்பார்கள். அந்நிய தேசமான அமெரிக்காவில் என்னை நடராஜன் நாச்சு என்று சொன்னால்தான் யார் என்பது தெரியும். நான் இந்த நாட்டுக்கு வந்து 35 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு மேலாகின்றன. இங்கு வந்த பிறகு சுவாமிஜியை நேரில் காண்கின்ற வாய்ப்பு மிகவும் குறைந்தது. இருந்தாலும் அனுதினமும் மனமாற மானசீகமாக சுவாமிஜியை தொழுதுண்டு. நேரம் பற்றாக்குறை காரணமாக ஒரு சில சம்பவங்களை உங்களுடன் பகிர்ந்து கொள்ள விரும்புகிறேன். மென்லோ பார்க் என்ற இடத்திற்கு பக்கத்தில் மார்ஷ் ரோடு என்று ஒரு சாலை உண்டு. அந்த சாலை சற்று சரிவாக இருக்கும், ஸ்டீப். ஒருமுறை நான் காரில் செல்லும் பொழுது அங்கே நிறுத்த வேண்டிய நிர்பந்தம் ஏற்பட்டது. மஞ்சளாக இருந்தால் கூட போயிருப்பேன். சிவப்பு வந்தவுடன் நின்றுதான் ஆக வேண்டும். சிவப்பில் போனால் it would have been a red light traffic violation. என் மனம் படபட என்று அடித்துக் கொண்டது. சிவப்பு விளக்கு மாறி பச்சை விளக்கும் வந்தது. நான் திரும்ப வேண்டிய தருணம். பின்னால் இருந்த கார் ஹார்ன் அடிக்க ஆரம்பிச்சு விட்டார்கள். எனக்கோ ஒரே பயம். ஒரு சில வினாடி சுவாமிஜியை நினைத்து, சுவாமிஜி இந்த இக்கட்டான சூழ்நிலையில் இருந்து என்னை காப்பாற்றுங்கள் என்று வணங்கினேன். உடனே கிளச்சில் காலை வைத்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கியர் போட்டேன். என்னோட கார் வந்து ஸ்டிக் ஷிஃப்ட். அப்புறம் வேகமாக கேஸ் பெடல் கொடுத்தோன்னே கார் முன்னால் நகர்ந்தது. கவனமாக இடது பக்கம் திரும்பி விட்டேன். என்னை அந்த சம்பவத்தில் இருந்து காப்பாற்றியது, என்னையும் பின்னால் இருந்தவர்களையும் காப்பாற்றியது சுவாமிஜி தான் என்றால் அது கிஞ்சிற்றும் மிகையாகாது. எங்க வீடு வந்து டேவிஸ்ல இருக்கு. அது மேல் மாடி கீழ்த்தளம். எங்கிட்ட ஒரு பழக்கம் உண்டு. எங்க வீட்டு தோட்டத்தில் மலர்கின்ற மலர் எதுவாக இருந்தாலும் சரி, முதல் பூ சுவாமிஜிக்குத்தான் சமர்ப்பணம். அப்படி ஒரு முறை மலர்ந்த ஒரு ரோஜா பூ, சிவப்பு ரோஜா, டீப் கிரிம்சன் ரெட், சுவாமிஜியை அலங்கரித்தது. ஒரு முறை என் கணவர் மாடியிலிருந்து அன்று நடந்து வரும்போது பூ கீழே விழுந்தது. என் கணவர் என்னை பார்த்து கூறினார்கள், சுவாமியிடத்திலிருந்து நீ வைத்த பூ வந்து கீழே விழுந்துருச்சு அப்படின்னு. ஸோ நான் சொன்னேன், சுவாமிஜி உங்களை வாழ்த்துறாங்க அப்படின்னு. என் வாழ்க்கை துணைவர் இஸ் a non-Shiva family member. நான் சில சமயம் யோசிச்சு பார்க்கறது உண்டு. நம்ம எல்லாரையும் உலகம் முழுவதும் உள்ள அந்த சிவா ஃபேமிலி உறுப்பினர்கள் எல்லாம் ஒன்று இணைப்பது என்ன என்று நினைக்கும் பொழுது எனக்கு ஒரு சில வரிகள் நினைவுக்கு வந்தது. எங்கெங்கு பிறந்தாலும் ஒன்றாகலாம், இல்லாத சொந்தங்கள் உருவாகலாம் என்ற கவிஞர் கண்ணதாசன் அவர்களின் வரிகள் தான். அதே மாதிரி சிவபுராணத்தில் திருவாசகத்தில் மாணிக்க வாசகர் அருளிய ஒரு வாசகம், அவன் அருளாலே அவன் தாழ் வணங்கி, இறைவனை வணங்குவதற்கும் அவனுடைய அருள் இருக்க வேண்டும், அப்போதுதான் அவன் பாதங்களை நாம் தொழ முடியும் என்பதுதான் அதன் பொருள். அதே மாதிரி சுவாமிஜியை நாம் நினைப்பதற்கும் நாம வந்து ஏதோ நல்லது பண்ணிருக்கணும் நம்ம வாழ்க்கையில. அதனால்தான் சுவாமிஜியை பார்ப்பதற்கும் பேசுவதற்கும் கேட்பதற்கும் பழகுவதற்கும் நமக்கு வந்து வாய்ப்பு கிடைத்தது. இறுதியாக நான் கூற விரும்புவது, சவுண்ட் ஆஃப் மியூசிக் படத்துல நடிகை ஜூலி ஆண்ட்ரூஸ் கூறுகின்ற ஒரு வசனம், ஐ மஸ்ட் ஹவ் டன் சம்திங் குட் சம்வேர் இன் மை லைஃப். அதே மாதிரி நம்ம எல்லாரோட வாழ்க்கையில் நம்ம ஏதோ ஒரு புண்ணியம் பண்ணியிருந்திருக்கணும். அதனால்தான் சுவாமிஜியின் கருணை நமக்கு கிடைத்தது. கண்டிப்பாக நம்ம அனைவருக்கும் குரு அருள், திரு அருள் நிச்சயமாக கிடைக்கும். நல்லதே நினைப்போம், நல்லதே நடக்கும். வாழ்க வையகம், வாழ்க வளமுடன், வளர்க நலமுடன். ஹரியோம். God bless you all.
So let me share this little incident with y'all. I had to make the solo trip to the US, but with a wiggly squiggly crawling all over the place 8-month-old infant. And I was not looking forward to this because this was a 20-hour flight from KL to Los Angeles. So I went to Swamiji and told him about this in the hope that he will say, take Amma with you to give you a hand. But no such luck. He said, okay, go ahead, take the flight, finish what you need to do over there and come back. That was his instruction. So with a lot of trepidation, I make my way to Subang Airport, and what a surprise waited me at the counter. It was Mohan Chelladurai Anna who was going to take the same flight that I was going to take. I was overjoyed and thrilled because I had an extra pair of hands if I ever needed. While on the flight, he told me that this was not even the flight that he was going to take, but somehow Swamiji suggested that he take this route to the US. Then it dawned on me that the Guru takes care of you in his own special way. Hari Om. Happy birthday, Swamiji.
When I think of our beloved Swamiji, his motto is the thing that really comes to mind: serve, love, give. And at a very early age, he taught me a lesson on the impact and importance of giving. I did not really want to share a very precious book of mine, and he encouraged me to share it with him. And I did so, at first very begrudgingly, but then his blessings came back multifold, and he gave me so many more books and toys, and he said, this is a lesson for you to remember the importance of giving. When you give, and you give willingly, with love and with your heart, it will come back to you 1,000-fold. And that lesson has always stuck with me, and I will always remember his love.
Namaskaram. My name is Sukanya Chand. I moved from Chennai to US in the early 2000s. My curiosity to accumulate dance knowledge led me to enroll and learn the basics of ballet, jazz, flamenco, among other dance styles. In the due course, I started my dance school and named it Natya Nirvana with a mission to enrich, educate, and entertain the community through arts education. I have been an instructor at Mukai Academy, where the students learning Bharatanatyam and Odissi have the opportunities to perform at various community events and festivals. I am grateful to my family, parents, friends, and all my teachers who have helped me grow as an artist, and I am blessed to continue my dance journey with Temple of Fine Arts here in the US. Thank you. Hari Om.
Hari Om. I'm Shivakami. I came to the US, to Austin, Texas in 2013, about over 10 years ago. Since then, I've been offering aradhanas and sharing the arts, Bharatanatyam, yoga, and our cultural traditions that I received from my gurus and guides at TFA with a few students here. You know, when I first came here, I felt really lost, like a fish out of the water, thrown out of my comfort space. It was then that G mentioned something that stayed with me. He said, Temple of Fine Arts is not just this building or this institution or organization. You are Temple of Fine Arts. That temple, it's inside of you. The art that you practice, perform, teach, and share, all that is the prayers that's done inside that temple. Swamiji's blessings will be with you wherever you go. Over this decade, I've been blessed to connect with the extended TFA family here. Tina, Sukanya, and many others here. We continue to take forward and spread our love for dance in the local and greater communities. We continue to practice and live the arts just for the love of it. Happy birthday, Swamiji. We love you.
Hari Om and Namaskaram. I'm Sri Tina. In 2016, I moved to the States. We were first in California and then New York, and we are currently in New Jersey. For me, TFA and Shiva family has been the family we all just have, no matter where we are in this world. There is always someone you know that makes you feel like home is with you, no matter how far away from home you actually are. And I truly believe that this network, this family, is Swamiji's biggest gift to all of us. So everything we have done here has been very, very much with the guidance and the support of this network, this family that has been here long before I arrived. Since moving here, I have been teaching, performing, and curating with many other amazing artists in the hope of sharing all that I was given with those around me. In 2022, we decided to make things official, and so we registered the Temple of Fine Arts USA with operations in New Jersey, New York, Ohio, and Texas. Today, Sivakami, Sukanya, and I all train with Mevinana, and we teach in our respective states. And when possible, we of course work together on hosting workshops and hopefully some productions in the near future. We hope to keep this journey flowing, and we continue to spread His love and His teaching to the next generation to come. All of this has only been possible with the support we've received from many teachers back home. Shamla teacher, Lakshmi Akka, Mevinana, to name a few. And our humble prayer remains that we continue serving the art just for the love of it. With that, happy birthday, Swamiji.